Hello and welcome to KLM Institute.
Today's report brings you urgent and heartbreaking news from Gaza. The crisis has reached catastrophic levels, with the death toll rising, aid becoming deadly, and global outrage growing louder every day. As of July 2025, more than 59,000 innocent Palestinians have been killed by Israeli military operations in the Gaza Strip. Among them, at least 20,000 are babies and young children. This shocking number has prompted international condemnation, with multiple governments, global organizations, and human rights bodies calling it what it is: genocide. Major world bodies, including several UN officials, the International Criminal Court, and humanitarian groups, have publicly stated that Israel's actions in Gaza amount to crimes against humanity and genocide. Even many Western voices, once silent, are now speaking up. Prominent scholars, activists, and global leaders have compared the scale of destruction to Nazi-era atrocities, with some saying it is worse than what Hitler did during World War II. The humanitarian crisis continues to spiral out of control. Since May, a new and highly dangerous aid distribution system began in the Strip. According to the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, nearly 800 people have died trying to get food between late May and July 7. Out of those, 615 were killed near designated aid centers, also known as Gaza humanitarian facility sites, places that should be safe, but are now becoming death zones. Dr. Melin, a medical expert working inside Gaza, told CNN that food is now only for the privileged. If you have money, you can eat. If not, your only option is to go to these so-called aid sites, even though doing so might cost you your life. In his words, everyone else is going to these massacre sites, even though they know it comes with this incredible amount of danger. The United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, also raised alarm. Their communications director called the current aid system a death trap for starving Palestinians, and urged the global community to restore UNRWA's role in managing aid, which was more organized and far safer. Meanwhile, ceasefire negotiations between Israel and Hamas remain in a deadlock. Former U.S. President Donald Trump recently claimed that most hostages held by Hamas have been returned, with 10 more expected soon. He praised U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff for his efforts and sounded confident that a deal is close. But on the ground, the situation looks bleak. Both Hamas and Israel are accusing each other of stalling the peace process. Hamas says they will not agree to any more temporary pauses unless Israel agrees to a full end to the war. Israel, in contrast, insists it will continue military operations until Hamas is fully dismantled. A major obstacle in the talks is the disagreement over the release key, a formula used to determine who will be released in a hostage-prisoner swap. Hamas refuses to discuss this until Israel confirms troop positions. Israel says it's willing to be flexible, but blames Hamas for dragging out the talks. Hamas spokesperson Abu Obaida also claimed that Israel isn't serious about saving the hostages because many are soldiers. He warned that if Israel does not meet its demands, the release of the remaining 10 hostages is not guaranteed. Back in the United States, public anger is rising. Many American citizens are blaming Donald Trump for continuing to fund Israel's military operations using U.S. taxpayer money. Critics say Trump is using billions of dollars from working Americans to support what they're calling a genocidal campaign in Gaza. Across Europe and other parts of the world, massive protests are taking place. People from all walks of life, doctors, teachers, students, religious leaders, are demanding an immediate end to the war, the delivery of real humanitarian aid, and international accountability for the atrocities being committed. This is not just a conflict. This is a human catastrophe unfolding in real time. With over 57,000 lives lost, including tens of thousands of children, and no end in sight. The world must ask, how much longer can this go on? Stay informed with KLM Institute. Like this video, share it with others who care about justice and humanity, and subscribe for more breaking updates. We'll continue to bring you verified and factual reporting as this crisis develops. Thank you for watching.